sum up why you want to be a football man?
No, basically that's why I don't want to be honest.
What did you think? I mean, where did you even begin with that one?
Listen, I thought for 70 minutes we did reasonably well. We showed much more attacking intent, but it's always the balancing act. I've said this before, we have defenders that I think are more suited to a back five, but to be more creative, we want to go to a back four, and it's just finding that balance. And I thought we adapted quite well for 70 minutes. We carried out what we'd worked towards reasonably well. We're quite effective on the transitions, and we looked like a team capable of scoring, which was pleasing. But you know, I think everything that we worked upon and the changes that we made, we were affected in the last 20 minutes, and we really lost our way. But I spoke to the team before the game, because one of the words I used was showing real courage, because I want us to play more, I want us to trust ourselves more, and I thought we've seen that in the game. We really at times showed much more belief in possession. But again, to use that word courage, we showed amazing courage to go from 2-0 up to 2-2 and then win the game. And I was really pleased for Charlie Riley. You know, Charlie's had a really difficult time since coming here. He's been affected by a lot of injuries. He's worked exceptionally hard. He's really impressed in training. He needs games, but in that last 5-10 minutes, he really impacted the game. So, you know, pleased, and we won, which is the most important thing.
Speaking of courage, speaking of courage, it was a long wait for Callum the penalty.
It was.
Showed a lot of composure though.
He did, and I said to him in the dressing room after the game, courage is the word. We showed a lot of courage today, because it's not easy. We're in transition, I keep saying that. I think we're a long way off where we need to be, but to get results in this Premier League, especially against a really spirited Livingston side, you have to show one thing, and that's courage, and we showed that in abundance today.
How important is getting that point for first one in the season?
I think it's huge. You know, I'm under no illusions. I've said this before, that pundits' favourites, bookies' favourites to get relegated, and we have to understand that. But we've shown signs. You know, we before this game we were 1 defeat and 4, and although there was the draws, there was, you know, some positivities in amongst that. But you always want that first win of the season. It just breeds confidence, it breeds belief in the squad, and of course for our supporters, you know, I think it will give them some hope.
You must be delighted with the 2 goals he scored as well against strikers.
Great, you know, and one for Simon to get up and running. You know, he had those 2 weeks out, and he's slowly been finding his rhythm. I thought he was really good in the second half last week, and I thought again he looked back to his best today, which really pleased that. And Joe works tirelessly. Joe's one of these players that, you know, he's such a team player. He gives his all for the team, and he's a real sniffer of goals. And you know, obviously when you're 2 strikers that you start with score, it's pleasing. Of course, Cam 2 assists again today, so that was pleasing.
You must have feared when was almost going over the line there.
Oh my
God! What's going to happen next? What's happening next?
Listen, I was nearly down the tunnel at that point. It was like, after giving so much to the game, we could have lost it in the last minute. There's no doubt about it. And again, a big save from John. You know, I think he's obviously you know, taking the number 1 jersey, and I think his reaction to that has been really positive. He's made some good saves and big moments in games, and you know, they've taken a lot of confidence from today.
Was it explained what the VAR check was?
I don't know, but our analysts were radioing down to Scotty Patterson at the time, and they felt it was a penalty. But the worry is, as soon as the referee goes to the screen, then you're concerned that he's going to overturn it. And like you said, it was a long way, and Jones showed great composure to win the game.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Steele.
Yeah, it is too fair.
That was some weight, you know, between the award of the penalty and, you know, you actually getting to take it.
I just said to BBC there, to be fair, just took myself off. I got a chat with the cameraman, had a drink, and just tried not to think about it. Yeah, and when it come, I was ready.
So you took yourself off the pitch?
Yeah, well, I just took myself to the side of the goal, yeah, while all the commotion was going on. It's just, as I say, have a little drink. Talked to the cameraman, I asked him did he think it was a penalty, and he showed me a photo of catching his leg, so yeah, I was ready when the time came.
Is that a bright thing to do now? Because there seem to be, whether it's a VAR check or maybe opposition players trying to put you off, but taking a little bit of time out, it's a smart move these days.
Yeah, when I put the ball down, obviously it had been given, I could just hear in the back of my head like, oh, the ball isn't on the spot, you know, just them trying everything, but you've just got to believe in yourself, and I've scored a few in my career so far, so I knew if I just took my time, had a decent strike, then it's difficult for the keeper, isn't it?
Were you next, obviously Simon's usually the penalty, were you next in line or did you volunteer?
Yeah, I just wanted the ball as soon as I seen, yeah, you've got to believe in yourself, as I say, I've scored a few now in my career, so I wanted to take on that responsibility and get us a 3 point, yeah.
Have you ever had one in such a dramatic situation as that?
I scored one last year. We were 3-2 down, I think it was, and it put it level, but probably not to win so late on, especially. Yeah, probably not. No.
It looked like you, from the celebration, it looked like you enjoyed it.
I did, yeah. I think obviously Cracks has made a top save at the other end, and we've gone down to their end, and won a penalty. So I think it's just a little bit of weight off the shoulders, isn't it? That first 3 points, because we deserve more from a couple of games, I feel. So yeah, it was a nice to get 3 points.
And the way that game had gone as well, you guys looked in great shape with 2-0 and then a couple of mistakes and some turns. And
yeah, I just said to BBC again, yeah, it seems to be when I come on, he scored 2 straight away. But in all seriousness, as I also said, there's no pictures on the scorecard really, is it? Like, it's just 3 points, 1 point, no points, and at the end of the day we've come out with the 3 points, yeah, so it doesn't matter how we do it.
You and the strikers will get the headlines, but young Congreve was impressive again today, wasn't he?
Yeah, for sure he was, yeah. He made an effect last week when he came on, didn't he? He's direct, he wants to take players on, and yeah, he's got a lovely left foot too, so he's an exciting player.
I mean, obviously, it's been a summer of change at Dundee, and the manager said you're going to need time. Do you see the signs that you are starting to click as a team?
Well, I think the first game of the season is a difficult one, the second one's even more difficult, and we probably should have got something out of the Rangers game. So I think obviously things do take time, but I don't think it's been way off the mark. I think we've been closing a lot of games, except the derby. Probably it was probably the worst performance. But I just look at myself, as I say, and I just want to keep trying helping the team.
Your heart must have sunk though when gets to 2-2 after, as you say, a couple of games where you haven't maybe got what you thought you were going to get in them. At that point, was it difficult to get yourselves going again at that stage?
We was due a little something from past results. I think definitely we was due a little penalty or late goal or something for the 3 points, and thankfully it's come here and we've come away with all 3, which we're happy about.
Do you think it'll do wonders for the confidence of the group as a whole, just to move up that table, just to feel a bit better?
I don't think the confidence was low.
Yeah.
I think maybe obviously it's getting a little bit edgy, isn't it, in the ground, and obviously it'll hopefully settle some of the fans' nerves. So it's a really tight league at the minute, isn't it? Like, I know teams haven't played this weekend, but obviously it puts us in a good position. And I'd rather be in that position and teams still have to play rather than having to play them games. So it's 3 points in the bank. I think that's 7 now, and it puts us to 4th or 5th or something like that. So we'll look to build on it next week.
But I mean, ultimately, it speaks volumes about the characters in this squad. Because your head's could have gone down. To go back to 2-2. To stick right to the end to get that win. Yeah,
I think it's a great group. I think it's a determined group. We're very together. I think you can see by the subs that come on. There's no sulking. You see at the end, obviously, how much it means to all the players when I'm getting squashed at the bottom of 20 lads, whatever it is. It's a great group, as I say, and we're all a tight bunch, and that's something you need to be a successful team, and I'm sure we'll be okay this year.
Do you think there's still a lot more to come from this squad?
Yeah, for sure, yeah. I think obviously we know, but we work together every day. We're in all the time. The detail from the manager is second to none, and the staff, and we're just trying to implicate the ideas that he shows. You see he does it in a different shape again today, and the versatility that the squad has. I think there's so much quality as well.
Good stuff.
A roller coaster, is that underestimating?
Nah, I don't like roller coasters, so you probably got that right because I didn't enjoy that. Nah, it was probably for the neutral a half decent game of football. 4 goals, 5 goals, but 4 legal goals. Only got ourselves to blame with to fall 2 goals behind. We had a bit of control in the game. We don't look after the ball properly. Probably not playing with enough purpose. Find ourselves 2-0 behind, and that's probably due to individual errors within that. But the group will take that responsibility as a group. But the boys doing magnificent to get themselves back in the game. The subs had a big impact in the game for me. We're never going to get anywhere with 11 players this season, but the boys that were on the park today, I thought they were different class and they really helped change the game, for want of a better word. And then we get up the park late on. I think we've got to score to make it 3-2. Lee Smith, he does magnificent corner, really, really good. And probably the last thing you want is that ball ricocheting and dropping to the aim, which it does. A wee bit similar to the Hearts game late on in that. But we've got to score, execution's got to be a wee bit better there, and we win the game 3-2 ourselves. They then got up the park, and I don't know if you guys have watched it back, but my opinion is, and probably my staff's as well to be fair, Danny Wilson goes, pulls out the challenge, plants his foot, and the contact's initiated by the Dundee player. So we watch it back, we're pretty confident it's going to get overturned, and then the referee's been sent to the monitor. So when the referee's been sent to the monitor, I think the information is you've probably made the wrong decision here. It's a clear and obvious error. Is that why the ref goes? But he still goes over and sticks to his guns and gives the penalty, and that's the part I find difficult to kind of understand or find a rationale for it, how we're getting these decisions wrong, especially when you've got VAR officials saying, I think you maybe made a wee mistake there, you better go and have a look. And I've watched it back, and for me, it's not a penalty. The contact's initiated by the Dundee player.
Have you spoken to Ross about his decision, or are you going to wait until Monday?
In all fairness, I said to him after the game, you better hope you've got that right, because this will get scrutinised on every show, social media, sports scene, and see if I'm wrong. And I'm not going to be wrong, right, because it's my opinion that it's not a penalty. I'm not kind of that type of person where if I'm wrong, I'll take it in the chin, but I just can't get my head round why it's given. It might be subjective to other people, I don't know, but for me, the VAR officials say, go and have a wee look at that. I think you've got it wrong. He goes and has a wee look, and for me gives it a penalty, which I think's the incorrect decision. And over the course of probably the last 7-8 days, we're sitting here talking about the wrong things for me. I should be sitting here saying, what a comeback, 2 goals we lost weren't great. Steven sitting here saying, by the way, 2 goals we scored were really good, but really disappointed with 2 goals we lost. That's what we should be sitting speaking about. But you kind of find yourself not speaking about that now, and this is the part with VAR in the Premiership that I genuinely don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it. I enjoyed football last year. You see, if we had lost that penalty, right, and this is me being really honest, if we'd lost this penalty last year in real time with no VAR, I probably went, I can see why the ref maybe gave it, because it was a point that I felt it maybe was a pen. But I'm away down there and the game's happening up there, and I'm thinking, maybe I would be sitting here going, I think he got it wrong because I watched it back, but the ref never had that benefit. So you're annoyed at it, but you can probably arrive at a decision where, well, it's happening so quick, the modern game's so quick, and you probably take it in the chin. Bad decision, you'll sit in the office and go, they even themselves out over the course of a season. That's without VAR, but we're sitting here with VAR, and that's the part I can't get my head round. And I shouldn't be sitting here talking about a game of football. I should be sitting here, talking about a game of football, rather than sitting here talking about a decision that I feel, and obviously the VAR officials also feel, that the referee got wrong.
How hard was that one to take?
Yeah, it's tough. I can't remember a game where it was so obvious we were going to win it with that chance, and then they went up the other end and got I wouldn't say soft penalty, it was more of a clumsy penalty, but I think, I mean, we could probably take some positives from the game, but at the end of the day, we're just good that we didn't win.
Yeah, especially coming back from 2 goals down.
Yeah, and I don't think we really played well. I think, especially for 50, 60 minutes, we kind of, I think 2 goals are soft. I think we can defend them a lot better. And then we're 2-0 down chasing the game, and I think the subs that came on really made a difference, and we got back in it with some good goals. But yeah, I think we need to find a way to start games a bit better.
The manager was pleased with the impact subs made out there. Does that sort of augur well in a sense that there's plenty of options to change things during the games today?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously great that the subs made an impact, but we still lost the game, so it's still disappointing. But it does show that we have some strength and depth.
I mean, obviously, as well, that penalty at the end, I mean, the manager, he wasn't too happy with it. Have you managed to see it back?
I haven't seen it back. I was on the wrong side of it. But to be fair, Danny says he's not tried to make a tackle. He's tried to block across, and the boys kind of kicked him. And I've not seen many decisions go to VAR and then be overturned, which is frustrating because as soon as he went to the monitor, I felt like we might got away with it. But yeah, that's the decision he stuck by. So yeah, it's his decision's final, so it doesn't really matter.
Overall, how would you sum up the start that Livingston have made to live back in the Prem?
A lot of positives and a lot of frustration. I think we've shown in games how good of a team we can be, and then we've kind of let ourselves down in some games by not really playing to the full potential that we have. I think we've not really been outplayed in many games, and we've not really been under the cosh much. I don't think, even when we went to Aberdeen, I don't think we conceded many chances today as well. Not too many saves Jerome's made. I think he made one really good one in the second half. But I think a lot of goals we're conceding is probably more us at fault rather than being outplayed or that. So that is a positive, and I think we still need to learn how to kind of grind games out if we're not playing well and picking up points, because them points in this league are crucial. I think if you can pick up points when you're not at 100%, then when you start playing well, you'll start winning games.
Certainly on the road as well. It's a long time since the team won a Premiership game away from home.
Yeah, I didn't even know that, but even
it's over a year now. So
like even today, we came into the game
obviously
confident that we were going to win, and I think we made it hard for ourselves when we got back in the game, and then we couldn't have asked for a better chance at the end there. But Smithy's been great for us this season, come up with some big goals, so I'm sure he'll bounce back anyway.
Do you find when you look at his sort of start to the season, does he look a real threat, a real good creative player as well?
Yeah, I think we got him on the ball early in wide areas, and he was causing problems, and then we kind of went away from it a little bit, and then towards the latter half of the game we got him back on the ball again, and he was causing all sorts of problems. I think it's important when we find one player that's really causing problems for opposition that we get them the ball as much as possible, and I think we've done that towards the end of the game, and we got back in it.
Appreciate it.